I've been considering doing some devotions and posting them. I've been looking into doing that for a while, and like I said in my last video, I'm not a huge fan of hearing myself talk, even though we put our sermons on YouTube to maybe help reach more folks, and for folks that can't be at church, the ones that are shut in, or but I want to give God the glory for everything that happens. If any of these devotions help you, touch you, bring you joy, peace, it's of God, it ain't of me, and I want to give God the glory for all that. I do want to show off something I'm real proud of here. This is my favorite Bible that I have currently. This is a Thompson Chain Reference Study Bible that's been rebound in Cayman, and I'm pretty excited about that. I love Bibles. I've collected a lot of things over the years, and I've started collecting Bibles, looks like. So I've been preaching from Job since about the first or second week of January, and we've made it through chapter 39. And while I was at the beach this week, there's been a few things from Job that's really spoke to me. One thing's the clouds. Watch these clouds drift across the sky. I'm reminded of God's greatness and His wisdom and His power. Job 26:8 says, He bindeth up the waters in His thick clouds, and the cloud is not rent under them. Job 37:16 says, Dost thou know the balancing of the clouds, the wondrous works of Him which is perfect in knowledge? What makes these verses even more powerful is that God spoke many of these truths to Job while Job was in the middle of deep suffering. Job had lost his children, his health, his wealth. He was overwhelmed with grief, had a lot of questions. Then God answered Job out of a whirlwind, the same whirlwind that blew the house down on his children. Same word was used, reminding him that the same God who controls the clouds and the rain and the wind and the sea are still on the throne. And then I turned to the waves. There's been a red flag and double red flag in Pensacola this week, and I got out there and played a good bit with the kids, and it's pretty strong. Pulled my feet out from under me quite a few times. And Psalms 93:4 says, The Lord on high is mightier than the noise of many waters, yea, than the mighty waves of the sea. Those waves and that rip current was pulling my feet out from under me, and there wasn't a whole lot I could do about it. But our God is mightier. Job 38:11 says, and said, Hitherto shalt thou come, but no further, and here shall thy proud waves be stayed. The crashing waves seem powerful to us, yet God is greater. This week's been, like I said, it's been a red flag and double red flag. More powerful than us, but our God is more powerful than that. He determined where the waves come, where the waves stop. Same God who commands the oceans, hangs the stars in space, rules over all creation. Same God that knows your name and hears your prayers and walks with His people even in suffering. The clouds remind us of His wisdom, the waves remind us of His power, and the cross reminds us of His love. What a mighty God we serve. I pray that these words provide you with some help. Job heard these questions in his suffering, and what God was trying to prove was several things, and I'm not going to get into that sermon, but our God is mighty, and our God is bigger than any problem that we have. We need to have confidence in that, and then it should provide us peace in our suffering. Amen.